It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to jump on that gigantic, sharp, interactive board. We're going to go through RISO's first 9 months for the FY ending March of 2024. Congratulations, RISO. You never disappoint. You always deliver operating profit. The only thing that RISO needs to do is they need to collect a lot more revenue, maintain their discipline with profitability, and they're going to be a major, major contender in our industry. It was about a year and a half ago when I started talking about how I believe that inkjet technology will become more mainstream and they'll wipe out more and more laser-based printers. I really believe that's going to happen. And RISO is in a great position to be part of that big disruption. So without any further ado, let's jump on that sharp interactive board. I'll share what I put together. The first thing I want to do is congratulate RISO for the acquisition of the Toshiba Tech inkjet business. This was a good acquisition. You know, RISO understands the value of inkjet technology. They've been born in inkjet technology. Look at the tremendous growth in the industrial inkjet technology. I mean, we're printing on stuff that was uncomprehendable a decade ago, half a decade ago. We're seeing equipment coming out there by Kyocera. I mean, inkjet in the industrial space is exploding. We're seeing inkjet explode in the high production space. Inkjet is a better experience for the end users. That's all there is to it. And we're going to see inkjet technology moving more mainstream. Get ready. And RISO, you're in a good place. Let's look at the revenue. Top line revenue for the first 9 months for RISO is $351.6 million. Operating profit is $21.2 million or 6%. If you look at just the print business for RISO, which is most of their business, $341 million. Operating profit is $17.9 million, 5.3%. The revenue per employee is $201.6 thousand. At the end of the day, the only thing that RISO needs to do is get more revenue. They've got to disrupt more of that laser print business. I want to share with you a metric that I found really interesting. So this is over here. I'm going to circle this box. It's the operating income, and it goes from 2018 to 2023. And even during that terrible, terrible time of the global pandemic, where the whole world went to hell in 2021, RISO stayed above the line. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't expect we're ever going to see a webinar where RISO has to do a webinar and explain why their financials suck. I don't think that'll ever happen. They're a well-disciplined company. The only thing they got to do is get more revenue and maintain their profitability. And the way they're going to do that is they're going to go out in the marketplace with their equipment and replace laser-based machines. And they're going to get aggressive at it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is Canons and Konicas and Ricos and Fujifilm machines that can be replaced by RISO machines right now today. And when I saw this machine, this FT1430, black only inkjet, my vision where we could have inkjet technology and business print just got really excited, okay? Because I get it, okay? There's some tweaks here and there that RISO or Epson would have to do to really get that to be mainstream. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we can get there. We have the technology. We can do it. But when you look at this lineup right here from RISO, they can take out a lot of laser machines right now today. Think about some of these production machines, whether they're Canon, Ricoh, or Konica, and they're in mail rooms. They're in corporate print shops, you know. The owners of those spaces, what do they got to do? They got to give shelf space to the print provider to store parts. They joke about how they have to have a cot there for the technician to sleep on. Ladies and gentlemen, inkjet technology delivers a better experience, hands down, to the end users. This isn't a decision about the industry. This is a decision that will be made based on end users. Just because the industry is more comfortable in laser doesn't mean the end users are going to allow you to stay comfortable in laser when they want the better experience of inkjet. And as inkjet becomes more and more mainstream, the industry is going to start changing in dramatic ways. Because these end users that buy inkjet technology, when they start talking to their peers and their friends, when they start evaluating service on print equipment, they're not going to evaluate your service by how good you are every time your technician shows up. They're going to evaluate products that don't need technicians to show up. And they're going to tell their friends, oh man, we've got these inkjet machines that we replace those laser machines with, and we don't even see the text. It's amazing. We know it gives a better experience because there's no heat. There's so many less parts. Ladies and gentlemen, inkjet technology is going to move mainstream. It is. It's a fact. All my friends that have inkjet products, RISO, Epson, Kyocera, it should not be about fitting into a laser world. Instead, it should be about defeating laser and then defeating more laser. Why is it that the inkjet folks go around and they talk to dealers about fitting in with the laser portfolio? The hell with that. I really believe as inkjet becomes more mainstream, the laser folks are going to be meeting with dealers. Well, we just want to fit in to your inkjet portfolio. We can fit in with our laser product here in your inkjet portfolio. Let's flip the script, inkjet people, because the future's about ink. A company becomes obsolete when they focus on delivering the past to the future instead of delivering the future to the present. The future for the print industry is around ink. And those of you that are delivering ink today, guess what? You're delivering the future. You're ahead of the game. It'll be those laser folks that struggle during this innovation, during this disruption. Ladies and gentlemen, this valve system, look at this high-end stuff they got. These machines are phenomenal. The press they're getting is off the charts. People love them. And we're going to see more and more inkjet get into mainstream. I want to share this slide with you, and I showed this slide when I was doing the Epson's financials, and I'm not comparing RISO to Epson. You know, Epson's sitting on like $6.9 billion for the first 9 months. RISO's at $341 million. But what I want to do is I want to compare a business component within Epson, and that's this office shared. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in this office shared space where Epson has this machine right here, right? You know, when you see them at the BTA meetings, and they're showing the machine. Here's that machine right here, talking about its paper feed and all that kind of stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, that business for Epson worldwide for 9 months is $355.6 million in office share. And that includes that inkjet cartridge model for office and the high-capacity ink printer. And these machines right here that the BTA folks get excited about. So at the end of the day, they're not any really bigger than RISO in that space. And I think we need to put that in perspective. Both Epson and RISO, as far as that goes, my friends at Kyocera have great opportunities to wipe out laser and replace it with inkjet technology. I wanted to share some things off the consolidated balance sheet. This is kind of interesting to me. And again, I'm not trying to compare Epson, this multi-billion-dollar company, to RISO. But here's the deal. When you look at RISO's intangible assets as a percentage of their assets, it's 1.5%. When you look at Epson's intangible assets as a percentage of their assets, it's 1.7%. When you look at RISO's asset-to-equity ratio, it's 71.47%, meaning only 28% of their assets are encumbered. Epson has about 43% of their assets encumbered. But at the end of the day, RISO is a disciplined company. All they need to do is get more revenue and maintain their discipline, and they could go out right now and replace a lot of laser-based machines. Let me end with this slide. Disruptive technology, an innovation that significantly alters the way consumers or industries, businesses operate. Let me add this. Inkjet technology is also about the industry's business processes being disrupted. And there lies the issue. Because a lot of folks don't want to be disrupted. But at the end of the day, the consumers are going to demand the disruption. Because as more and more of them use inkjet technology, they're going to see the great benefits of it. And at the end of the day, inkjet will definitely disrupt the business processes of the print channel. Less service, less techs. Less parts management. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a couple of years ago when I did an episode and I talked about the great apocalypse coming to our industry, the retirement apocalypse. The average age of the technician inside the print channel is in their late 50s. Our industry is going to have to move to products that take less service. They're going to have to. It's not going to be about service technicians, and 5-year leases prematurely upgrade. It's going to be about a business process, a change in the business processes of the industry based on giving end users a better experience based on inkjet technology. And everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.